if I honestly speaking, I don't read any kind of books, no matter it is about storybook or it is about something else. Whatever I feel like reading, when I sit ideal, when I talk to myself, like, because, first of all, let me clear to you that I have integrated the habit of self-talking. Whatever I do in my routine from the time I wake up to the time I go to my bed, I just mostly keep on talking to myself. Whatever comes to my mind, I just start describing each and every small thing with myself. So when I
That is
sit
a
ideal
great
and talk
thing.
to myself, yeah, so
Mhm.
I am very comfortable. I don't make any kind of mistakes.
Yes, hello, good evening. How are you?
Hi, ma'am. Good evening. I'm doing really great. Thank you so much for your concern. What about you? How are you doing? And how is your day treating you up?
Yes, I'm also doing great. Thank you so much for asking. And my day was quite, I can say, relaxing just because of Sunday. So I didn't do
Okay.
anything. I just slept from 1 p.m., not 1 p.m., 2 p.m. to 4:30. So I feel so relaxed
Okay.
today. Yeah. And what
Okay, but
about
my
you?
day was very hectic. Yeah, it
Okay.
was really hectic as well as productive because today I made two conversation video with other YouTubers, and along with making collaboration video with them, I created one of my solo videos for my YouTube channel.
Okay, that's wonderful. You
Yeah.
know, I always make my Sunday productive, but these days I'm feeling so lethargic and I don't want to do and I don't want to record. Like inner side, I'm not ready to do these kind of things. So I thought, okay, let me relax. So
At
yeah.
least on Sunday, right? So because of Sunday, you are reluctant to make your day productive, or there is some other reason to feel lethargic, sluggish?
There is no any reason I must say. Just I don't know. Just because of weather or any other reason. I don't know.
Okay.
Just my whole body is aching. Like my inner side desire don't doesn't want to do anything.
Okay, someday it happens when, we feel very lethargic, because, it happened to me a day before yesterday when I was feeling very lethargic. So someday it
Yes.
happens to everyone, I think.
Exactly right. Okay, so when do you feel lethargic? What do you love to do? Do you often phone or do you love to sleep or other things?
Actually, when I feel lethargic, when I'm struggling with some health issues, so that day I feel lethargic because, day before yesterday I was struggling with the low BP, because most of the time it happens when I'm struggling with low BP. So that day, I just feel like sleeping, sleeping, and sleeping. I
Okay.
don't feel like doing anything.
Hmm. All right. It also happens with me sometime. I also face low blood pressure sometimes. Not when I do like so many work, then I feel like that.
Yeah. So, ma'am, can you wait for a second because my cooker is whistling. I have just, made rice. So just let me
Oh,
turn off the gas.
okay, okay.
Meeting very, very first time, Suman, right?
Yes, yes, yeah, exactly right. Okay,
So I
so
would like to know about you.
Sure. So, as you know that my name is Suman. I'm from Delhi. I'm a teacher by profession. I teach primary student and as well as beginner student who wants to speak English. And apart from that, I have also YouTube channel by the name of Learn English with Suman. Talking about my hobbies, so these days I love to reading books and I love to connect with the people. That's pretty much about me.
Okay, sounds really great, and glad to know about you that you are providing session, you are supporting people in order to improve their communication skills. So that's a
Mm.
great thing that you are doing.
Yeah, yeah. So may I know about
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, sure, why not? It would be my pleasure. So thank you so much, first of all, to give me this opportunity to introduce myself in front of you. Yeah, my name is Pooja and I belong to Haryana. As far as my, qualification education is concerned, I have done my master's in English literature. In addition to this, I have done B.Ed as well. And I'm a full-time homemaker and blessed with two sons. If it comes to my hobbies, I love cooking, traveling, playing badminton, and I'm an English enthusiast learner. I also love supporting people in order to improve their communication skills. So by creating my video, I help people to make them understand how they can improve their communication skills and how they can, practice speaking English in real time. So
Mhm.
this is something about me.
Wow, that's really amazing introduction. Thank you so much. All right.
Yeah.
So, how's weather over there?
Yeah, weather is quite unpredictable these days. Sometimes it's rain, sometimes it's light, and sometimes it's thunder, sometimes, there is sunshine. But today the weather is, sunshine. So the weather is quite sunny today, as well as, pleasant because the leaves of the trees are moving and wind is blowing little bit. So the weather is quite, like pleasant today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you mentioned in your intro, you have done BTech, right?
No, no,
B.Ed.
B.Ed, B.Ed.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, it's
B.Ed.
B.Ed.
Yeah, B.Ed. So, why don't you try to any school?
That's a wonderful question you have asked me, and you are the first one, who has asked me this question. So I would really love to answer this question. So
Mm-hmm.
actually, it is my compulsion not to go for any job because I am living here with both of my sons, and both of my sons are very young. Both of
Mm-hmm.
them are the under the age of 10, and I don't have any family support. Right. So
Mm-hmm.
without family support, if you have younger kids, so you cannot go for any job. So you can
Mm-hmm.
say all in all, it is my compulsion not being able to do anything in my life that I want to do. But
Okay.
once my kids grow up, then I can try something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I can
But
understand.
yes,
So,
now I am, just working on my communication skills because I know if you try any kind of job in your future, so you should have, like, you must have good command over English communication. This is something that is very mandatory for getting job in life.
mm-hmm. So I must say you are doing really very great job and you are doing with consistency. So this is a great. So since may I know since how long have you been working upon English?
Yeah, whoever it is in, everybody asks the same questions every time whenever I make collaboration video. But still, I would like to answer. Yeah, actually, it's been 2 years to me since I have been working on my communication skills. I still vividly remember even the month when I started my journey. So the month in which I started my journey was May, and the year was 2024.
Okay, all right, great.
Yeah.
Okay,
So yeah,
so
tell me something about yourself. How long have you been in English teaching journey?
it's been 1 year.
It's been 1 year. And how
Hmm.
long have you been providing session, in the reference of English speaking course, English speaking,
Yeah, you are asking about English session. So I
English
already
spoken course? Yeah.
yeah I already mentioned it's been 1 year and I teach beginner student. I'm also enthusiastic learner, so I thought if I give or provide English session to someone, so that I can work more and more. That is the reason.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That
you
is the
should have
reason I
pressure when
started
you
here.
start providing
Hmm.
session, when you start teaching in your life to someone, you should have a pressure that this day you have to prepare this thing and you have to deliver the same thing to your students. So, in the
Yes,
pretext of providing session to your students, you can improve yourself more and more. So, you should
exactly
have a
right.
good opportunity. Yeah.
Exactly right. I totally resonate with your point. And while taking online session, I learned so many things. When I started my teaching career online, that time I didn't know even how to create link, Zoom link, how to
Okay,
teach
okay.
online. So I learned so many things I can say. And if I talk about offline, so it's been more than 10 years. I am teaching offline. I have been
Okay. More
teaching.
than two
Yes,
years
yes.
you have been since you have been
More
teaching
than 10
offline.
years. Yeah, more than 10 years.
Okay,
I
10
started my
years.
career after 10th pass out. Yeah.
So since then you have been into English journey.
No, no, no. I have started my English journey 2024. 2024 in
Okay,
the month of September, I can say 7th September. I also remember that day. Yeah. But I started my
okay.
English journey uh, like or from audio call, not video call. I used to talk
Hmm.
on the Joe Skills application and I have been started my video conversation 2025.
It's okay, that's fine. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yes.
what is special thing about you? Would you like to say something about it? What is khas baat in you? Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Mm,
So I can say I'm a laborious kind of personality. If I want to
mm.
learn anything, so I don't lagging myself. I always ready to do. But these days I am unable to understand what happens with me. I don't want to do anything. Just I want to
Okay.
relax and relax. Otherwise, I always ready to make video, to make shorts. But these days I am unable to do. I don't know what happens with me.
Okay.
And
Maybe now you have started thinking that now I'm satisfied with my English, whatever I am doing, it is sufficient enough. I don't
no,
need to put
no,
more
no,
efforts now.
I'm not satisfied with my, I can say, English.
Okay.
I always thought I have to do more and more, more and more, and still sometime I do mistakes. So even though I know my mistake very well when I do, so after speaking out, I realize my mistake. So I thought I
Okay.
have to
As
work
you
upon
said
it.
right now that do mistakes. So would it be right to say do mistakes or we can use only make mistakes here?
We can use only make mistake in the flow. Sometime
Exactly.
I do,
Yeah,
yeah.
in the flow of conversation it happens, but I never
Yes.
used it, do mistakes. I always, it comes to my mouth automatically. Whenever I make any mistake, I always say I made mistake. I have made mistake. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you are right, exactly right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, while conversation, usually I make one or two mistakes, sometimes more than two, three. So I have to
Yeah.
work upon this. But I always ready to like try
Admit
more
your
and more.
mistake.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
always
you are always ready to admit your mistake and you are always ready to learn from your mistake. And it is really great thing when you
Mhm.
are learning from your mistake. Making mistake, it doesn't mean that you have stopped your journey. No, it is a
Mhm.
sign that you are learning.
Yes,
Even I
yes.
make so many mistakes. I don't know what happens to me, when I sit ideal, when I talk to myself, like, because first of all, let me clear to you that I have integrated the habit of self talking. Whatever I do in my routine, from the time I wake up to the time I go to my bed, I just mostly keep on talking to myself. Whatever comes to my mind, I just start describing each and every small thing with myself. So when I
That is
sit
a
ideal
great
and talk
thing.
to myself, yeah, so
Mhm.
I am very comfortable. I don't make any kind of mistakes. My mostly sentences are grammatically correct. But when
Mhm.
it comes to face camera and interact with other person, that time I have to pressurize my mind. Most of the time, I start thinking about my sentences. The sentences I'm framing are grammatically appropriate or not. So I
Mhm.
have to pressurize my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Exactly right. Yeah, it happens. I can say with everyone. Sometime
yeah.
or sometime, like it happens with everyone. Like someone facing sometime or someone facing like every time. Or yeah, I can say.
I'm kind of camera conscious person. So right now I'm being very conscious about my sentences. The sentences I'm framing are grammatically correct or not. Where I'm making mistake and where I'm not making mistake. So I'm very camera conscious person.
Okay, that is the great things I can say. Okay, so
That's not
apart
a great
from
thing. We should not be conscious about, in front of camera. We should be very comfortable no matter where we are sitting, whomever we are talking to. We should be very comfortable. But I don't know why I don't, I'm not able to make up my mind this way that I should not be conscious in front of camera, because all the person are learning. You are also learning. I'm also learning. All are learning, right? It is not our native language. We don't use this language in our real life all the time. So
mm-hmm.
it is obvious to make mistake.
Mm-hmm. But one side, one benefit as well because you are listening to yourself. This is the benefit as
Mm.
well. If you are doing somewhere mistakes, so you can realize, and after that, maybe you try to improve your particular sentence.
Yeah, exactly. We have, opportunity to rectify our mistake. If we make any mistakes, so we have an opportunity to rectify our mistake, right?
Mm. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
right. Okay, so apart from like English conversation videos, like making videos, interacting with the people, do you have any other hobbies which you follow?
Yeah, I have a lot of hobbies like cooking, traveling, playing badminton, but I'm not following any kind of hobbies besides cooking.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
You love to cooking always, right?
Exactly. So have you ever made any funny video?
Yes, sometime with my son, not particular related to English, but when I
Mhm.
take the pictures or make videos, so sometime I uh, take the help of emoji, then I shoot and then I show him, so he feels so happy.
Okay, so in what kind of videos you do your best? What do you think? That you are good at making funny videos, you are good at creating English related content, like in which you feel yourself good?
While creating English content. I feel so satisfied. And when I don't create any kind of video, so somewhere I feel regret. Oh my God, I wasted my whole day and I didn't do nothing. So my day is not productive. Like that, somewhere I'm
Yeah,
thinking these kind of questions.
okay.
So
So
whenever I
when you speak
record
in
any,
English, like
sorry,
when you speak in English, do you feel proud of yourself?
yeah, of course. And even
Okay.
though I can teach my son, I can talk with him. So this is really proud things for me because I'm able to teach him. I'm able to rectify his mistake. I can point out his mistake as well.
Your voice disappears somewhere. Yeah,
Now,
now
am
you are.
I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, I can say while teaching him, rectifying his mistakes, so I feel so proud because I know, so I can teach him. So these moments really feel, I can say,
Make you
give me
feel proud of
peaceful.
yourself.
Yeah, make me proudful and give me peace. Because I thought if I'm unable to speak English, so how can teach him? How can teach to do conversation with other person? So these days, uh, I'm asking him. You have to also interact at least one or two person only on Sunday, so that you can also become a camera uh, person. I can say.
Fearless person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So how
really
old
right.
your kid is?
He's 10-year old.
10 years old. Okay. So are you able to, make him sit at a particular place and teach him about speaking English?
I don't teach him like for one place. I usually, let's please don't do this. Yes, I usually love to conversation with him. Like sometime
Okay.
I talk about his class, sometime I talk about his class teachers, like
Mhm.
that. I always prefer to take any one topic and then I start conversation with him because he knows very well according to his age grammar part. So there is no need to teach him grammar part because he already,
Okay. Like
yeah,
he's already able to speak in English. Yeah, that's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
thing.
Hmm,
Then
hmm,
you
hmm.
don't need to pressurize him to speak in English because he already knows how to frame sentences in English. And
Yes,
he must
yes.
be speaking in his school. Like he must be allowing, him to speak in English only in his school.
Yes, yes, right. So
Yeah,
there is
that's
no
a
need
great thing.
to teach him while sitting. So yeah, sometime I prefer to teach him any storybook. I elaborate in front of him so that he can enjoy the story. And I love to teach him storybooks.
Okay.
And sometimes, what I do, one paragraph I read and elaborate in front of him, and one paragraph he reads and elaborate proper paragraph.
Okay.
When I do like these kind of activity, when he doesn't want to read any storybooks or doesn't want to do anything, then I always put the
Like
condition.
you try to teach him in fun way.
Yes, yes. Then I try to put one condition. Okay, Lakshya, if you doesn't want to read alone, so let me read one paragraph I and
And
one
then second
paragraph
paragraph
you.
you have to read.
Yes,
That's a
yes,
great idea. Yeah.
yes, 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 yes. So he doesn't feel like
Bored.
monotonous while reading.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Otherwise, reading is something for me which makes me always tedious. So it is kind of monotonous task for me. When it comes to reading books, I always, refrain from reading. I never
Okay.
feel like reading books. I have tried many times to start reading books, but I don't know what is holding me back to start reading books.
So may
Otherwise,
I
reading
know
books can help me a lot.
So may I know what kind of books do you take while reading so you don't find interest?
Actually, if I honestly speaking, I don't read any kind of books, no matter it is about storybook or it is about something else. Whatever I feel like reading, I just simply go for ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to provide me some script about some particular topic, and then I read. Okay, actually,
I
I'm running
think
out of battery. Yes, now I can manage this way.
thank you so much for managing. Okay. Yeah, so I would love to tell you if you don't find interest to reading book, so you should first of all find your interest. Where do you love? Where is your interest? So according to your interest, you have to choose book. Initially I also didn't find my interest. So actually I love to read funny stories and I love to read romantic kind of stories. I read according to my taste. Then I feel
Mhm.
interest.
Okay, I
I
have
don't want
already found my interest. My
to.
interest is in talking to myself. Always I keep on talking to myself, and that is sufficient enough of me, right? Enough for
Uh,
me. And whenever I find any kind of difficult while talking to me, while framing the sentences, I just simply take my phone and I just open ChatGPT and I asked like I clear all my doubt with the help of ChatGPT. So that is enough for me, and this is the way. With the help of that, I am learning. I am moving.
Mm. This is the also great way whenever you get free, just love to clear your doubt with your chat with the chat GPT. So this is the also great way. But if it comes to the reading part, so when we read particular story, so we can enhance our vocabulary part, I think. So
Vocabulary, and we can also get the new way of framing sentences, right? We
yes,
can
yes.
get vocabulary, we can also get knowledge, and we can also boost our productivity by reading books. I know
Mm-hmm.
there are so much benefits we can take from reading books, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, still I don't feel like going for reading books.
Yeah, initially I think there are so many people they find difficulty while reading books, but if we really want to enhance our reading part, so we should start for 5 to 10 minutes. So slowly and gradually, maybe we can find our
Develop
interest.
the habit. Yeah, we can develop the habit of reading books if we start
Yes.
from 5 to 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Exactly
definitely.
right.
Actually, after 2 days, I'm moving to Jammu Kashmir. So after going there, I will think about it.
Okay, all right. So are you
Mm.
going with the like traveling purpose
No,
or
no. I'm going there for staying purpose. I'm going to stay there for next 3 years.
okay, all right. So I can say best
So
wishes
my
for
journey,
moving.
my routine is completely about to change after 2 to 3 days.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So
Yeah.
best wishes for your moving from this city to next city, I can
Yeah.
say.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
so
hope
much.
you will enjoy your uh like further journey, new journey. I can say new journey because you are going to shift new city.
Yeah, I have already stayed there in 2014 when I got married. I lived there for 3 years. And again, I'm moving there. Again, I'm
Okay.
shifting there.
All right, all right. So just because of I think your husband job.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. It means you already knew their weather, their environment, their people.
Yeah, I am familiar with all the things about Jammu,
Mm-hmm.
even
Mm-hmm.
about Srinagar, because
Mm.
I have been to Srinagar as well for I think it was about 2017 when I visited in Srinagar, and I lived there for 1.5 years. So I'm
Okay.
familiar with Jammu, Kashmir, Srinagar, and like Darjeeling, and I explored
Wow.
all the places in Jammu and Srinagar.
Wow, that's amazing. So do you love to stay at one place or do you love to move here and there
I
cities?
love to explore many places.
Wow, that's amazing. Sometimes I'm also thinking like that because one of my cousin, his husband is transportable job. So sometime when I see her any status when she moves here and there. So sometimes I also dream that kind of life.
Okay, you also feel like visiting, you also feel like exploring such places where your
Mhm.
friends are living.
Yes, yes. I always thought I wish I have also chance to
So
visit.
you can
Uh,
make a plan once in a year at least. So
no,
you
no.
can
I
explore any.
actually I can explore. Like I always explore once a year.
Mhm.
Sometime go Gujarat, sometime Chandigarh, and sometime other places as well.
Like you want to explore many places,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah, exactly right. Even though I love
Mm.
to spend time over there, like as you mentioned, 3 year, three mostly
Okay.
people live 3 years or 5 years. So
Mm.
I thought like that. This is
Exactly.
my big desire, I can say.
Okay. Okay, okay. But now I think it cannot happen
Yeah, right. But
because
maybe
your
in
husband
my
doesn't have such a job where you can explore, a lot of places for 2 to 3 years.
hmm. Yeah, but still, I have hope. Maybe my when my son grown up, so just because of him, maybe I will get a chance to visit here and there. Still, I have hope.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Just to maintain your hope. One day you will be able to materialize your dream.
Yes, yes, exactly right.
Yeah. So okay, Suman, I think we are supposed to wrap up the conversation now because I have held my phone in my hand and my hand has started paining badly.
Okay, all right. So it was amazing session. Thank you so much for giving your precious time.
Okay, thank you so much, you too, because you have also made your precious time for me for this conversation. And the conversation was really spectacular. Like it didn't make me feel talking to you didn't make me feel that I am talking to you like for the very first time. It made me feel that I have already conversation with you.
Same likewise, you. And this is our session like without planning. So we will definitely take another session with the, I can say
With
any
some plan,
topic.
with some topic. Yes, sure.
Mhm. Okay, bye bye. Have a great
Okay,
day.
bye. Take care.